I haven't done steak and eggs in just a little while on the channel, and you guys always seem to like it. So today I want to take steak and eggs to another level, just with a little bit of technique. It's not really a sauce. It's kind of a sauce. Would you call it a sauce, Ethan?
Sure.
It's saucy, sauce-ish. It's steak and
drizzle.
eggs, a drizzle. Steak and eggs with a drizzle. Let me show you how to do it. So we're gonna start with our steaks. Now today I've got top sirloin, so you don't have to have a super expensive cut. We can take a cheaper cut and do something really nice, like using our chopsticks as a guide so that we don't cut all the way through the beef. So I'm gonna start just kind of on an angle, make sure your knife is very, very sharp, and we're cutting through. You guys have seen me scruff in the past. That's just like little flecks, little flicks, little tiny little notches. We're cutting all the way through, so when you flip it and you cut the other direction, what you're left with, it's almost like a waffle fry. I feel like I'm going to Chick-fil-A, Ethan. Waffle fry at Chick-fil-A?
Oh, dude, it's the best.
Probably the best fry. Fight me. Let me know in the comments. So we're gonna season this very simple. Salt and pepper on both sides, but now because we have all those channels, we have all those grooves, the salt really gets to the inside. It also means it's gonna cook fast. So you want your griddle screaming hot. I've got some oil and butter. If you did butter only at this temperature, the butter would burn. So the oil in the butter ups the smoking point of the butter, so it, am I getting nerdy again?
Okay.
Nerd, okay. Add the butter and the oil so you get a higher temp out of your butter before burning. If that portion is too big, like if you don't want that much steak for breakfast, I am a hungry boy. Country boy breakfast, Cracker Barrel. Man, I'm on the restaurant kick today. Cracker Barrel and Chick-fil-A. You can cut your top sirloin in half to make a smaller cut, but do the same technique. Cross-hatch to get that beautiful mark, salt and pepper, and you've got this crazy, beautiful looking steak that's gonna cook really, really quick, and that's what we want for breakfast, a quick cook. While those are cooking, let's get to our glaze, our sauce. In a small little bowl, I'm gonna start with a touch of honey. That's some Bruce Mitchell swamp honey. Then we're going in with a bit of soy sauce, not too much, we don't need a ton. Ginger paste and garlic paste. Again, we don't need a ton of it, just enough to mix in and make a little glaze, or a little sauce. And then some sesame oil. This stuff's pretty potent again, very little bits of all of these things. I'm gonna take some, let's do the zest and the juice of lemon and some thinly sliced green onion to finish this out. Now, all of these things together, they're rich and robust, and the flavors are like, it's not salty, it's umami, and it's really gonna complement the beef well. When we go over the top, you'll start to see it bubble and sizzle around the steak, and it gets through all those little nooks and crannies that we created. Like, we're taking steak and eggs to a new level, I told you that. I got 2 eggs, let's toss those down and crack them. And you know, if you don't have a perfect egg cracking routine, which apparently I don't worry about it. It's breakfast. We're still looking good.
CJ over here.
Yeah, he's got a really great one-handed egg crack technique. I was stumbling over my words trying to compliment it. I really meant that as a compliment. Let's also toast some sourdough on both sides and we're done. You can let your steak rest, but you don't really have to. It's not like a big, thick, fatty steak. We cut all these grooves into it, so you don't really have to let it rest. But throw in your eggs over the top of your bread, steak on the side, a little more drizzle if you want, a little garnish of the leftover drizzle. That's stunning, it's gorgeous. Only thing left to do is take a bite of this thing. I'm gonna start with the front one. I don't wanna mess up my beautiful plate just yet, but yeah, we're definitely not in like medium rare territory, but that's okay. It's breakfast. You're not gonna be eating a big old medium rare steak for breakfast. Unless you are, let me know in the comments below. Dang. It's the ginger and the garlic. It's intense. That's why you only need a little bit. So good. So good. And if my eggs were prettier. Oh, also, fight me in the comments over this one too. Andy, crispy
edge.
Crispy edge. That's how Grandma used to do it. That's how I'm gonna do it. Mississippi classic right there. Just get a little bit of my egg and I'm bringing it over. Maybe. It's a little extra crispy, Andy. Well, so crispy it's not breaking.
Yeah, I don't think you can go wrong with
that,
though.
I agree. We're just doing that. A little sauce on there. So this is one of those things you guys can do at home. If you're already doing steak and eggs. Big shout out to Ryan Hoagland. That dude's making all kinds of breakfasts all the time. Go follow his page if you haven't. Try this one, give this one a try. Play with your technique, not necessarily the recipe, right? Steak and eggs on toast. Nothing crazy special, but we added a glaze. We added a cool knife technique. So put that on the docket. and give it a try. Thank you all so much for hanging out. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys would like to see in future videos. Anything else you want to learn how to make? Some other fun knife techniques maybe? That'd be a fun video, Andy. Just all knife techniques. It'll be fun. Subscribe, comment, like, do all the things. All the stuff. I'm Chef Nathan Lippy. This is Cook, Eat, Repeat. I'd like to help you become a better cook one recipe at a time. I will see you in the next episode.